with that competition. Would just say how just seeing you in here with the tie is just really weird.
I know, I can't take it off because my mic's on it.
Oh, you look very smart, very smart.
I'd really quite like to take all this off now.
Get it
Would
off.
you? You look so smart. And I know I'm probably older than both of you, but I feel like a kid and your parents have come home from somewhere, like, really glamorous. And you're watching all the stories and what happened? Did you just see?
It was very magical.
Well, Clodagh's going to help us perfect the neighbourhood party now. Two delicious
Jubilee.
recipes to take along to your Platinum Jubilee Street party. What you got?
So we're going retro. So we're going to go traditional and retro. We're going to do mini quiche Lorenz, and then we're bringing back the jam tart.
So nice.
Love the jam tart. I mean, I remember my mom used to bring those home when I was a kid, and they would be gone out of the packet.
Used to make jam tarts.
Oh, did she? Make
them?
Sorry, my mom didn't. But we used to bring them back in the super, and they'd be gone. So we're going to make them. We're going to do it lemon curd, marmalade, and raspberry jams. But on to the quiches. So quiches are so simple to make, and they're gorgeous and nourishing and fulfilling. So the perfect Jubilee street party.
I love a quiche, I do. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I do.
I can tell.
Is it good?
Oh, so good.
It's good, isn't it? You all have
We need to do this in the right order.
So it's very simple to make. I bought the pastry, but you can make it as well. It's quite a simple pastry to make. But, you know, if you're doing a lot of kind of little bits and pieces like this and you still want to enjoy the Jubilee party, I would say go buy yourself the short crust pastry, get the butter variety, and then what you want to do is you line these mini fluted tarts like this. They're good, aren't they? We should get that reaction in slow-mo, both of you. All of you. And then what you want to do is you want to blind bake it. And you need to blind bake it so that you don't get a soggy bottom. Nobody likes a soggy bottom. And also so that the pastry doesn't rise and you can put the filling in. So all you have to do is put your greaseproof paper in, and then there's a few different ways you can do it. You can do it with these baking beans, which, I mean, nobody has them, to be honest. Every time I see baking beans, I'm doing it on TV or right in the rest. I'm like, who has baking beans?
I don't even know where you get them from. Where'd you get them from?
In a kitchen store or something like that.
Somewhere
so
like that.
the things that I use at home, or Julia, lovely Julia, who helps prep everything, is amazing. She uses flour and I use rice. So I just put rice in it, and then you can cook on the rest.
And I assume you can use, if you're using rice, you just use it over and over again, can you?
Yeah, exactly.
Stick it in a jar and use it again.
You can stick it in a jar and go kind of like baking beans.
It's my baking rice.
So then you pop it in the oven with the baking beans in it for 15 minutes. Then you take it out and you remove the inside of it and you go back in again for 5 minutes, and that gives it that lovely golden finish.
Okay.
And then it comes out looking like this. And then you have your filling. So there's two parts to the filling. There is the meat part with the leeks.
Yeah.
So I sweat down the leeks that are nicely finely chopped in small little pieces, and then cubed crispy pancetta. It takes about like 5 or 6 minutes to do that. And then you just fill up your tart bases like that, and then we're going to make the creamy topping. Topping?
Does it need to be fully cooked at that point, Clodagh, or does it not need to be fully cooked?
You mean the filling right here? It does actually, yeah, because it only gets it gets 25 minutes in there, but it's full of cream and everything that will slow down the cooking process. So it's good to get this all kind of like, sweaty and crispy and everything like that. And then this lovely creamy topping is eggs and then cream. So 2 eggs.
This is just the best flavour combo, isn't it? Leeks and bacon and cheese.
And Gruyere cheese.
Oh,
I mean, when I was putting this ready together and I was putting Gruyere cheese, I was kind of feeling bad. I was like, it should be Somerset cheddar. So maybe instead of using Gruyere this time for the Jubilee, maybe instead use cheddar.
Use a British cheese.
Use a British cheese, any British cheese that it is. And then just whisk all that together.
How many eggs was that?
2 eggs. You want lots of black pepper as well. Anytime you ever do a creamy sauce, loads of black pepper. And then what you do then is you just fill them. And how far are you filling it up? Because I think this is quite key. Because you don't want it to cook and... Does it bubble up? No. It won't bubble up. This one will actually kind of set quite a lot because there's not an awful lot of eggs in there. But it will rise a little bit, which you kind of want it to. But then it kind of goes down again. So I kind of fill it as is. So you're just covering it, really? You're not like... I'm just covering it. I really am just covering it all. They're so good. And then I put a little bit of more of the cheese... Here it is, the rest of the cheese on top again. And actually, that might answer your question as well. That kind of weights it down. Right, OK. The cheese, when I'm putting that on top. And then that goes back into the oven for... Whoop, whoop, whoop. Off you go. See you later, alligator.
How long?
Yummy.
For 25 minutes.
Right.
And you can make them the day before, obviously, and serve them at room temperature. They come out.
They are
looking
very
like
good,
this.
those,
So
aren't they?
easy to have on the side, isn't it, when everyone
So
comes over?
easy.
Trouble is, they wouldn't survive.
make these
They'd be eaten before
in
anyone ordered.
advance.
You
couldn't
can make those in advance. You can freeze them.
Yeah,
Everything.
so
They're
do
brilliant.
them and maybe batch cook a whole load of them, and then if you've got
Exactly. And then the jam tart. So I do make the pastry for this, but again, you could buy it. Let me just clear these here. This is butter and flour mixed together. You could do it in a Magimix or at your fingertips. Then add in an egg yolk. Ooh, in you go. Water, chilled water. It's got a little ice cube in it that Julia put in. So clever.
That
to
makes
keep
a
it
difference,
chilled.
does it?
It does, yeah, because the more chilled your pastry is, the kind of the crisper and the kind of buttery it'll be in the end. You get that lovely crumbliness. Yeah, that's why we always put the pastry back in to the fridge before we work with it. So then that goes. You keep on going like that until it comes together. Knead it a little bit, then pop it into the fridge, and then flatten it out. And then what you do then is with one of these fluted things, and they literally cost about 50p. You can get like different packs of them. I love them. And then what you want to do is roll this out quite thinly and then cut your little pastry cases into little things like that, so you get that fluted edge. Here I've got lemon curd, marmalade.
So you don't blind bake these ones, you just put the jam straight in it.
You put the jam straight in them. You could put this, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to put this into the fridge like this. I'm doing these. My sister-in-law is doing carne carling. We were testing it on Sunday.
Doing what?
She's doing coronation chicken.
Coronation chicken.
And rhubarb fool. I'm doing these in the quiches, and we're going to have a party on the Sunday.
Oh, so
excited about it. And into the oven just for 12 minutes, and then they come out looking like these.
I'm going
Had
for
lemon curd
lemon
for
curd. Oh my
ages.
God, we all went lemon.
We all got
Alison,
lemon.
do you want
What are
lemon?
you
I'm
going
going to go for I'm a jammy person.
Oh, yeah, okay, good.
jam.
Yeah, I'll share it.
Cheers,
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Happy Jubilee.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Now,
delicious.
none of us can speak. Not one of us.
Oh,
They're
that's
so
gorgeous.
yummy, aren't they?
For details
you.
of today's recipes and more delicious ideas from our chefs, download the free This Morning app.